Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Today's video, how to make this ribbon. I'm not sure if I'm 100% happy with it, but I've made ribbons like this before, but I've never put any detail in it. So I'm going to start from scratch. I've already got my vines that I just uh, searched on Google and found vines. I'm going to take a 2-point line, holding down the control button so it's perpendicular. Then I'm going to grab the distort tool, and I'm going to go zipper, and I'm going to start adding nodes. I don't know if you can see those nodes being added. And then right here is your aptitude. So I'm going to bump this number up quite a bit. You get a pretty good curve. And then if you go right here to zipper, it'll be smooth. I'm going to put a few more, make it a little bit taller. And then I'm going to go right here to smooth, and it smooths those things out. Now, take this one and Control D and make a duplicate. Then hold down your control button, and you kind of want it to get about right there. And there's several ways to think about this. Is this a flat line or a curved line? So we're going to get the 3-point curve line, 3-point curve line, and go from like that node to that node. I'm going to put just a little bit of a crown on it. Then I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and delete that line. These are the only two we need. So I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool, pretty much set on any color, and I'm going to fill those in. Now I can get rid of my lines. And you can do this with or without a border. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to go left click, right click. I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to give it a little bit less border this time, 0.05. I'm contouring in the inside, so I've just got a little bit of a border around there. I'm going to go ahead and move this one out of the way for a second. And we're going to make it gray anyway. And then we're going to take the other one, take the Smart Fill tool, and you could use any color. I'm going to use a light gray, and I'm going to put it right there on that line. Now I'm going to go to Object and convert the outline to an object. That's the only way the Interactive Fill tool will work. And I'm going to get the Interactive Fill tool, and you don't have to do this part. I'm going to put gray on both ends. Then I'm going to bring in some white. The white is going to kind of make it look shiny in places. So I'm going to put 2 whites. And then I'm going to go back and get more gray and put it on both sides of the white. And see, so it's kind of hard to imagine right now because we don't have any fill. But it's just giving you a border of a little distinctive color. And if right now we take a black box, go up to Object, Order, Back a Page, you can kind of, well, can you or can you see that little bit of a shine? Let's take away the black box and let's fill this in with, I'm going to do that orange again. Now I didn't do this in the previous one, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to give this ribbon a little shine too. So I'm going to go Interactive Fill tool, swipe all the way across, go ahead and put orange on both ends. But then I'm going to get some white just like I did prior. Put white like right there. Don't worry about it. It looks bad right now because all you have to do is bring in more orange to give it a little separation. I'm not so sure I'm happy with it right now. Whoop, I got white. You can easily change that white to orange. And let's put another orange here. Put another orange up top. See, I'm making the white less. I'm not so sure I like it. But you can always go right up here where I don't ever use it, smooth. It'll kind of smooth that out. So now we're going to take my vines. Matter of fact, to make it easier, I'm going to move the Smart Fill out of the way. And I'm going to go, well, you know what? It'd probably be easier to make a duplicate of that, put that back, and go left click, right click so we have an outline. You don't really have to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and put it at an angle and get a little bit closer. Now I'm going to get the envelope tool, which is underneath your flyout. Normally I take nodes away and I make them lines, but this time I want this curve. And just get them in the corners at first. Don't worry about what it looks like. Maybe go up there. What I like about the envelope tool over the perspective tool, I did this earlier today, you can go right back to the envelope tool. So we're just, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but I can add a node. I can add a node right there, and I'm going to right click and turn it into a cusp. And by doing that, when I move this handle, the other handle up there doesn't move. So it's only changing that node. And for this, you don't have to be perfect. Let's get the envelope tool back. Let's put this here. Move this down a little bit. So if you click on a node, you get the handles. Now this is a little more tricky. Whoop. It's hard to see the handle sometime. Let's zoom in here. Get the envelope tool back. See, it's hard to see that handle, but just kind of get on that line, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You probably want everything inside the box. Now, I didn't add one here yet, so I'm going to double click on the line and add a node, but then I'm going to right click and turn it into a cusp. The cusp, see, I'm only moving the top from the top down and not the node below it. And I think we're good. Now let's take this and nudge it over. Now I'm going to go to Object, Order, Front of Page, and now you have a decorative. I don't particularly like the white, but we're going to go with it. Now I'm going to move this back over and see, make sure they kind of match up, and it does look good. I'm going to get the Interactive Fill tool. I'm going to swipe up. I'm going to put a little darkness. Doesn't have to be pure black. That really looks pretty good, but I don't want it quite so black. I want it to look like it's a shadow going underneath that part. Now, I'd strongly suggest you Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, and move this over, and then zoom in. That needs to be right on that edge. And we're going to take away the line in a minute, hopefully. And you could do this with your nudge tool. Then I would Control G to group those, Control D to duplicate it, and move that over and see you're making double work cut in half. Yeah, I don't like that line. That looks pretty good. Let me see if I can delete the lines without messing it up. I'm going to left click. Yeah, see, that took away my graphic. So I should have done that prior. You know, let's see if we can't select it all, go up to Object, Group, and ungroup all, which I normally don't ever do. Let's see if we can't grab that outer line. Put no outline. Well, it's not working. Let's try moving that out of the way. So I got that line. There we go. Now I can move this line back. Whoop. I hit the down arrow key. Well, there it is. I must have moved it twice. I'm not looking at the keyboard. Well, I still got that line. But you would just, oh, here's my graphic. Let me move that down. See what it looks like. Yeah, see, that looks a lot better without that line. And just do that prior to what I did. And if you put a black or blue box around, let's put a blue this time. See what it looks like. Object, Order, back of page. You see it really looks like it's a ribbon I should have put a little darkness. Let's do that. Now that we got that one fixed, let's grab all these and delete them. Delete that. And we got the, so the line's gone now, so that'll help us. Then I'm going to grab that one, get the interactive fill tool, and I'm going to put a little darkness on both ends because it is going underneath there. I got way too much now. And see, I got those really too close together and kind of spread that out. And that gray is probably too light. Put a little darker gray. There you go. And then maybe put a little more black up top and just spread it out. Spread that black out a little more. Maybe put a gray in the middle, more so just like we did on the orange. There you go. Maybe put that up. Because we just want to look like a shadow. Now, if you start selecting here, you're going to get the blue box. So select outside the blue box. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it. And then just move that one over there. And then if you hit it right the first time, you can just Control D to your heart's content. That's pretty cool. Let's make the box black. Just see what it looks like. That looks pretty cool. Twisted ribbon. Now this last one, since the end is not really going back, you could ungroup it and change that and just have it solid gray. Anyway, kind of a cool project. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.